All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Real.Raw.Uncut. This is episode 22, and I got my little brother on the fucking episode,
Hey,
man.
what's up, man?
It's been a fucking minute,
It
dog.
has been, for
It's been
real.
a minute,
Yeah.
dude. So, for everyone watching, if you haven't already met him in person, this is who I always introduce, my boy Isaac. I always tell everyone it's my little fucking brother. So I don't know if you want to tell the viewers a little bit about yourself before we get started.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if you ever watched Moose Squad. I was part of that before. Would you say it got discontinued or what would you say?
It fell off.
It fell off.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
fell
so I
off.
was part of that. I was living here. But yeah, I mean, I've always been one of the brothers. I've been gone for a little bit. But yeah, for the most part, just been here, I guess.
For sure. So, honestly, just before we started recording, my boy Isaac was all like, what are we talking about, this and that. I actually was gonna surprise him because normally we always agree with everyone that comes on here what we're gonna talk about. As far as like a general topic, we never like say like let's say this and that. It's just we go with the flow, but we have a topic in mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to surprise you with this one because it's been a minute that we've sat down and had a conversation.
It has been for real.
So technically this video I just wanted to kind of just I guess air the elephant in the room out if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cool with that. So a couple backstories before I get started into the whole conversation. But when I say Isaac's my little brother, obviously he's not technically like my blood related little brother. I just view him like that. I've known him since you're in like the 5th grade, I want to say.
When I showed my ass on the
When you
window,
showed your ass in the window, yeah.
I think it was like 5th grade.
Yeah, something like that.
Around there.
He was back then he was chunky with a chili bowl, but he's big swole now. So, but no, so I've known him for a minute, and his family to me is like my family, dude. Like they've grown on me so much to where I consider his family more my family, and that's why Damien Phoenix are his cousins. They're not really like nothing related to me. But we all call each other brothers because that's how much our bond goes so deep. And we've all been close for like years now. And like he said, we all live together, the 4 of us in this house. And then it came down to just me, Damien, and Phoenix. Like about like half a year or more now.
Yeah, about say like 3/4 of a year.
Yeah. So I want to say, dude, a lot of people have no idea when you live with others how challenging it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What would you say is one of the biggest challenges as far as having roommates in general?
I'd say one of the biggest things I'd say was cleanliness, like hygiene and routines,
Yeah,
and especially what you expect from them. I'd
yeah,
say because expectations can go really far, and you might not be on the same page.
for sure.
So if communication isn't there, then it's kind of tough.
Yeah, I'd
So
say that's definitely a for sure key. Like I mean, we've learned so much within these last almost like 2 years of like all of us staying together, and I don't want people to think like it's all fucking
roses and shit.
yeah, it's all roses. It's really not. Like, don't get me wrong, we're all cool as fuck, and but it's just like real brothers do. We have our little arguments, we have our disagreements, butt heads and shit. But at the end of the day, it's all love, no matter what. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? But fast forward, anyways, between all that, I will say for no one that has no idea, because I don't think anyone fucking knows aside from the boys, but people who follow me, if you've seen, Isaac used to always be on my social medias. He used to see us with the boys all the time. That kind of fell off. And so I wanted to kind of like, I feel like there's been, I won't say tension, but definitely an elephant in the room. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's fair to say.
I would say it's fair. I would say yeah. Like for the past few holidays,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it. I would say it's been awkward.
Yeah,
It was been a little awkward,
for sure.
but I think it's just time to talk about
Do
it
you,
and get
do you
past
feel
it.
like it's a two-way thing, or is it just one-sided? In your opinion,
Can you elaborate a little more?
like, do you feel like there's let's just say for me, let's say in my point of view, I feel like it's awkward, and you feel like it's awkward. So you'd say it's like a two-way thing, right? Now it's just not that it's just you feel like it's awkward, right?
I'd say it's two-way.
Yeah.
It was a lot more awkward in the beginning. I'd say
Yeah.
now it's kind of just like
Opening up a little
yeah,
bit.
just opening it up.
Yeah,
At least with you, I don't know about with Phoenix, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he feels. I haven't talked to him in a minute either.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll leave that between
Yeah, of
y'all
course.
two, but for sure. So to fast forward into the whole thing, where I guess you can say, quote unquote, I'd call it the fallout,
Yeah.
if that's fair to
In
say.
Puerto Rico?
In Puerto Rico, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't get into details, but just a long gist. So, we were fucking Puerto Rico. If y'all remember the trip, we put it all over our social medias and shit. It was a fun ass trip.
That was, especially the
Um,
football part, playing football on the beach.
I didn't play with you guys, but I
Ah,
saw it, so it looked fun.
it was fun.
It looks fun. But what's it called? So there was one point in time I think we had a car that we rented. We're extending the days, and we fuck around so much though. That's the thing. Like we play around so fucking much. Like if you're around us and you live with us, you'll see how fucking it's nonstop.
It's kind of hard to distinguish like what is play around and what's kind of serious.
At
sometimes.
times, yeah.
Yeah,
At
for
times,
sure.
at times, yeah. I will say that. So, at times, like I think the difficult part with all of us per se is the fact that we all love to play around, but then there's a point where it's just like, okay, where's the line that we got to draw? You know what I'm saying? Because it does get to a point where it's like, okay, like this is like too much now. Like let's be serious, or let's just like let's be normal. Like let's not be fucking idiots and
It's
shit.
acting like fucking it.
Yeah, like shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Probably gonna get mad hate for that.
now
Hella
you
comments.
like
Unsubscribe.
shit, but no. So damn, it's like I'm prolonging this too long, but long story short, fucking we were returning the car, we were playing around so fucking much, and I think you were driving, yeah.
I was driving. I would say I overreacted,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure how it went exactly, but it got to the point where I got really, really fucking mad, and I just kind of just quit. Like I quit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So we were kind of like obviously playing around. We're in a whole different country. We didn't. It's still state, right? United States.
It's a property here. I don't know.
Okay, well, we're in Puerto Rico. Long story short, I'm not gonna try to sound stupid, but it's not our neck of the woods. So Isaac's driving. We know one had a GPS on, and so we're like, how the fuck do we get back to the airport? Because they made us do that little turnaround because you're waiting too long.
Because that fucking lady was freaking me out.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know what she said, I'm gonna put you in jail or some shit. I don't know.
She said some weirdo shit, but Phoenix started fucking with him, and then I started, tagging along. I will say Phoenix did kind of push the buttons a little too far, but again, it's like we just didn't. I guess there was never no like, okay, this is too far. Like you crossed the line already. Like now it's just like now you're just irritating the shit out of me. Because the thing is like when we would irritate one another, it's like that was our cue to like in our eyes go even further and like push it to another level. And I think, excuse me, that's where our mistake was. But yeah, like Isaac said, he obviously he got upset with, I'd say more in my opinion, and I'll let you answer that. I feel like he got more upset with Phoenix than he did me, but I still feel like he was obviously upset with both of us regardless at the end of the day. And I didn't make it any better because I kept picking at it later on throughout that day. And we came back from Puerto Rico, and shortly after my boy moved out.
Yeah, kind of just unspoken, just left.
Yeah, just got his shit and just left. And ever since then, it was a long period of time where there was no words spoken. Like even I'd say we'd see each other and there was like if there was a yet or like a hi, it'd be like a kind of whatever kind of hi, but or what's up, but it wasn't really like, hey bro, how you been or anything like that. It was just kind of like one of those like, so
Yeah,
like
for real.
one of those weird ones.
Yeah, like
So
I'll be in my room type of shit.
yeah. So during those like months apart and shit, did you ever feel like, oh man, I kind of want to hit them up? I guess more so like me and Phoenix, or I'll just see Phoenix isn't here. I'll more so myself.
For sure. I'm going to include Phoenix.
Yeah.
Just because it was just the situation involved all of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say multiple times I'd write the message on my phone, and before sending it, I delete it all. Or sometimes I would think about driving by and inviting y'all out to eat.
Yeah.
So we can just clear the elephant. But then I turn off my car and go back inside. Yeah, multiple times. I admit.
Why do you feel like you didn't go through with it?
Sometimes it was pride and my ego. Sometimes I felt like, fuck that, I was right.
Yeah.
But just it was mainly those two things. But
Yeah.
multiple things would cross my mind before I'd hit send or before I'd take off. You know,
Yeah. I will say, if I'm being honest with myself, there was a good amount of times where I'm like, we do things with like us three, and it's like, damn, it doesn't feel right. Like
yeah,
multiple times, like, and I think the boys noticed it because at times like they wouldn't see me have as much fun. They're like, "Oh, you miss Isaac, don't you?" I'll be like, "No," I'm like, I'm chilling. But I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like it is like at times like certain things does feel like there's one of us missing. Like it's not all complete when it's just us three at certain certain things.
oh
And
yeah,
no, for sure there was times where I felt the same way. Like, man, let me call him or let me hit him up, let me send him a message, let me be the bigger person. But I recently learned this, by the way, this very end of this year. And it took Damien actually moving out for me to realize this. Because I'm big on reciprocating energy, right? So, like, I've always said, like, the way someone treats me is how I treat them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to talk to me, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm not going to make an effort. And Damien brought something up when he had moved out. And it had been, like, already 2 months of him out. And he said, sometimes I wish, because he was venting to me, he's like, sometimes I wish that you didn't just act like that with us because we're your brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's cool if you act like that with anyone else, but he's like, with someone that you consider a brother, like, I don't think that's cool to be like that with them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He's like, cause, and it's true. I've always said this. The only person I would never be like that is with Priscilla and my mom. Like, I would never, if they even treat me some type of way, like, I would still make that effort with them.
Yeah.
But I always said, like, no one else. And he's like, man, that's not right, you know?
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and he's like, he's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
For
I
sure.
truly fuck with you guys, y'all my brothers, if y'all are having an off day or y'all are in y'all's mood, like, I shouldn't let my pride and ego get in the way and be like, man, okay, they're being like that. I'm going to be the same way towards them.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it took a lot for me to, like, literally, I just learned this, like, at the end of last year. So after I had learned that, I was like, man, I really should hit him up. But there's just something about, like, my pride and ego that didn't let me, like, at least start that conversation. But if you notice, like, that's why, like, recently, like, it's been more, like, I've been more open to be like, hey, what's up? Like, that's how I kind of, like, got to where we're at now, per
Oh
se.
yeah.
But
I
yeah, dude, go on, go
I
on.
was gonna say I did notice it, and when I for sure like said like yeah okay it's starting to change was the other night when I was getting my haircut with Damien.
Yeah,
That's whenever I really was like okay yeah like I could see the effort.
yeah.
So that's when I
It
was
was
like
slight,
yeah
very slight, but nonetheless, it was there.
yeah for sure. But whenever I was in the outlet with that hot sauce I was telling you about,
Yeah.
I was like fuck like I saw it I was like damn because then I thought about hot ones. You ever seen
Okay.
that? I was like
Yeah.
dang actually I was like dang this would be cool for Jeff's podcast.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it because I was like, I wasn't sure what kind of terms we were on.
Yeah.
And so after that night, I was definitely gonna get that.
I feel you. I appreciate that, by the way.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
definitely gonna use it on one of my upcoming videos that I have, so you'll see it on there.
your girlfriend what?
I actually don't have one.
What?
I actually don't have one.
Oh, boyfriend?
Maybe a couple. Nah. Question. So, do you feel like, let's just say, there's anything, I guess, any resentment or anything that you feel like you have towards myself or myself and Phoenix?
I would say I had a lot more back then.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say there is a little more toward my cousin,
Yeah.
but I feel like I am willing to open up with that one too.
Yeah.
I feel like us right now we're kind of squashing it a little bit,
Yeah.
so I feel like that's one down, one to go.
For
'Cause,
sure.
I am, like I told you earlier, or Priscilla told you, I am leaving pretty soon.
Yeah.
So I don't want to leave with any bad blood.
For sure.
But yeah, I would say there's a little bit.
Hey, what's up, my boy Damien? Shout out my boy Damien, man.
Dame fades.
Dame Fades. Hey, y'all check his Instagram out, bro. He's gonna be the hottest barber in Houston, bro. Mark my words. But nah. I mean, I respect that. I will say, I I do too, and I think mine probably goes deeper. Just cause in my heart, I feel like I've known this dude since he was, I'm gonna say, a little kid. You're in the 5th grade. I mean, I consider that. So I'm like, I've known him for years. It's someone that I feel like, when the whole shit happened with your pops, right? And that's someone, I've said it before. That's someone, like, Isaac's dad, and for anyone watching that knows me, when I say my pops, I always talk about Isaac's dad. He's been a father figure in my life, so I didn't have like my biological father. I don't consider him my dad. I consider Isaac's dad my dad, and when all that shit happened, I was like, let me step up and be, I won't say a father figure, but let me be that, male figure in your life to help guide you. And I was
Mm-hmm.
still young at the same time too. I was only like, what, 18 maybe at the time,
Yeah.
or probably a little bit older, but
No.
still like I was real young. But I was like, man, I fuck with him so heavy. Like, I see you like a little brother. Let me guide you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how difficult that can be. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't recall exactly what day it was, but shortly after that, I took you out to IHOP, and I was like, bro, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Mm-hmm.
went out to eat, and I was like, man, I got you. And I meant that wholeheartedly. And, throughout the years, I feel like, what I'm saying, I always try to give you as much game as I could. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and I always say, like, take the good that I've done and look at the bad shit I've done, and don't do what I did as far as the negative shit. Only take the positive from it. And I just tried showing you the ropes pretty much. And it's someone that I feel like that I put a lot of time and effort into, that it was little things, I guess, with us living together and certain situations that happened that I feel like it really hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? And I know one for sure that we already squashed and put it behind us, but it was the I don't know if it was New Year's or Christmas.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then that event right there, like, it got heated in the moment. And I mean, like I said, we already talked about it and squashed it out, but even then I told you, like, bro, that hurt my feelings too. But it was accumulation of different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hated the fact when you were here that you could never like open up and speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't feel comfortable, or whatever kind of way. And I know you eventually, like, here and there you did with certain things over time, but I get it. You're young. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you're growing into being a an amazing young man and shit. But I just feel like, not that I got betrayed, but it's just like, damn, like, I felt so hurt because you left out the blue, didn't really give a full blown explanation of why you left, and then just that not speaking afterwards. I was like, damn, like, that's really how it is. Like, after all the time and effort I put into him, and really, like, under putting him under my wing and looking at him like he was literally my little brother and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I did have resentment, but over time, like I said, I'm not perfect, and I kept, sitting on it, thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? As these, new year came around, I was like, I gotta be a better person. I don't think I ever stop growing, or anyone does. So I knew in my head this year was gonna be the year where I'm like, I'm gonna squash it with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't keep letting this relationship die. Now, if I'm being honest with myself, I do feel like it's a 50-50 if, as far as like the relationship could ever be
That
how it used to
where it
be.
was. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like it could ever get to where it used to be?
Over time, yes.
Yeah,
If we put in the right effort, yes. Um, but before I even start with that, I want to appreciate you for actually opening up with me like that.
for sure.
One thing that I did notice that you mentioned was the opening up my feelings when I lived here.
Yeah.
I would say that is very true. I was scared of y'all's judgment, honestly,
Yeah.
for sure. I still battle with that today.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking to this girl, and sometimes I catch myself lying because
Yeah.
I'm just scared of her judgment,
For
and
sure.
I'm not sure if it's just wherever it stems from, but
Yeah.
that's one of the main reasons why I never really wanted to open up to y'all.
For sure.
Because if I ever had a money issue, I would probably never speak about it.
Yeah. And it's crazy, and I'll say this on camera because I just don't give a fuck like that. But I recently, I won't say I had a, like, I was struggling like overall financially, but in that moment I was like, fuck, my pockets weren't where it was supposed to be at. And just like maybe a month ago, I was like, hey, it took a lot out of me, but I was like, hey, Phoenix, I was like, bro, do you think I can borrow this amount of money? He's like, yeah, bro, I got you. And he sent me that plus more. And I was like, oh, like, it took a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I still, did it because if there's anyone I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna ask one of my brothers first, because I know they won't judge me, and two, they got me. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I feel like we've done good. Like, Phoenix had a situation where Were you here when he had that
I was
that scam situation?
I was here. Whenever he called me, I didn't show up,
Yeah.
and I feel like he never verbally told me. I
Yeah.
found out another way.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll
About the
leave.
whole gift cards and shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. I felt kind of some type of way, but I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, like we found that out, and I mean, we try to do our best to like help him out. Same thing with Damon. Like we've all helped one another out is what I'm trying to get to.
Hmm.
And it sucks that if we didn't make you feel comfortable enough to like you opening up to us in, let's say, a financial situation, because at the end of the day, like if you didn't know then, I'm telling you now, like if you even now, like if the relationship is the way it is right now, like even now, if you were to come at me and be like, hey, bro, like, can I borrow this? I got you. Like, I'm not gonna say my homeboy's name, but literally like 3 days ago, one of my homeboys hit me and was like, hey, bro, can I borrow this much money? I was like, yeah, bro, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And if I have it on me, I'm gonna help out. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But to go back to what you were saying, as far as like not feeling comfortable to open up, like again, I feel like part of it is, I'll put it on myself. I'll speak for just me, but I feel like part of it is my fault because I feel like I could have done a better job on approaching certain things because we've talked about it so much with amongst us three. Like I feel like we didn't um, we didn't approach certain situations when it came to you the right way, and it sucks that we've had to figure it out after thinking about it so much and talking about it so much after you're gone. You know what I'm
After
saying?
the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. Um, but yeah, we learned a lot about ourselves and how we approached you. And I hate that Damien's watching me, man. I feel like I'm under the pressure, but he was just staring so hard at me right
He's
now.
checking out the fade. It's like,
Yeah, I
damn.
know. God damn, he should fade me up right now, motherfucker. But I still fuck with you, cuz. Hey, cuz, I fuck with you, cuz. But no, my bad. I know this is some like real shit that we're talking about, but no, dude, I really feel like it sucks that all this shit happened and we had to think about it afterwards. But nonetheless, I'm glad that we did though. Like we realized like um a lot of it does fall on our part, failing you as a brother ultimately. And I feel like if it ever comes to the point where let's say you and Phoenix are able to talk shit out, I think it would be a lot different because I feel like we would have a better understanding of you and how to approach you and go about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to how it used to be, because we were all very like closed-minded in certain things. Like for example, I was closed-minded on like, fuck that. Like if they're gonna be like this, like Isaac's gonna ignore me, I'm gonna ignore his ass too. Like I've learned from that. So like I said, like I feel like certain things would really help benefit the relationship now if it were to ever rekindle and get to where it could be.
Yeah, for sure. Whenever you worded, the way you worded it, I don't know, made it seem like everything revolved around me. And I wouldn't want it to be like that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would want it to be 50-50 where I put in more effort. Because I'm not sure, but it was just worded weird. And you know what I'm trying to say?
yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to revolve around me like that. I would want to, I guess you could say, take responsibility. That's something I did lack on. I did
for sure.
lack on responsibility. I try to make excuses when I was here.
And I think that's the thing though. Like I don't think you did much wrong though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you didn't have any fault, but I will say like just because our mindset was at a certain point
Hmm.
and yours wasn't there with us, it wasn't right for us to be so hard on you because you're your own person and you have your own goals. Like we all grow at different paces. I'm saying like that's a reason why me and Damien butt heads a lot, because not to say like, oh, I'm above him or anything, but like at times we don't see eye to eye in certain things. And at times, like, let's just say there's something that I may practice a little bit more than he does. And it's frustrating to me when he's not at that same type of level with me.
Hmm.
But I've come to realize like I need to be more patient with him because he's still learning. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And so again, it's same thing with you. You're the youngest of the group. You know what I'm saying? So just because our mindsets are at certain spots and yours isn't all the way there, that doesn't give us the right to bash on you as hard as we did. And those are things like I'm personally like on here saying that I apologize for if I didn't apologize for it.
No, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Was there anything that you feel like I never apologized that kind of went unheard of that we never spoke about?
Aside from you leaving and not speaking to us, I mean, and us not speaking. I won't say you speaking to us not speaking, because it was a both way type of thing. No, I mean, really, the only incident that I feel like really bothered me, and I will say I still hold like hurt in my heart, was that situation from that holiday.
Gotcha.
Like that one to me is just like that one's tough, bro, because I kind of relived it, and it kind of sparked my mind recently, like, because my mom lives with us now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's because my sister kicked her out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, and to me, it's like, damn, if you're family, like, I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never kick someone out of my own house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd have to do something really fucked up for me to like kick you out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you do something like that I may not agree with, first thing I'm gonna do is talk to you about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk as like as grown men, and then see where we go from there. But just off of pure emotion, like I would never be like, I'll get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And so when it was like that from your end to me, it was just like, damn, like that hurt. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I would say that's something I've been working on. Just letting my silence speak. Something I've learned from Damien actually. Just definitely letting my silence speak, because when I'm angry, man, like I just be saying shit that I don't mean in another
Yeah.
30 minutes or an hour. And I look back and it's like, damn, I don't even mean that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like you said, pure rage and emotion that got the best of me.
You know, at times though, like, cause I mean, you seen some sort of experience when I was with your sister and being at the house. Like I've had my share of like anger problems too. But I will say I feel like in moments like that though, sometimes, because I'll speak for myself, but I've said shit that, not that I'm like, damn, I didn't mean that. It's more so like, damn, I regret saying it out loud because I felt like that in the moment.
I
You know
can
what I'm
see
saying?
that. I can see that.
So it's like, you know how they say drunks speak the truth. Sometimes I feel like angry people do the same thing. Like, let's say I get mad at you and I'm like, oh, I fucking hate you and I don't like you, like, and I start saying all these things. It's like I'm telling you things that have been built up in the inside that I've never had the courage to tell you when
Mm-hmm.
I was just in my calm state of mind.
Yeah.
I mean, there is things that you may say that, like you said, like you may feel like you want to take back, but it's, in my case, when I've been angry, it's not that I regret saying them because they're not true. I regret saying them because they are true.
I see. I've never thought of it that way, but it's a good point of view that I'll definitely take in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when that incident happened, like I was just like, damn. In my eyes, I was just like, damn, that's really how he feels. Like he wants me to get the fuck out of here. Like damn, that's tough. Like,
Nah, I guess it was just because I think Jenny was pregnant at the moment, right?
yeah,
I feel like that had a lot to do with it, just because I'm not sure if it was that same day or something else, but Jenny was literally just telling me that day, like, pregnant women shouldn't be stressed.
yeah,
And I was like, fuck, there's a lot of stress.
yeah,
And so it kind of pushed me off.
for sure.
I was like, damn, that's not even healthy for the baby. And that's just what
Yeah,
crossed my mind at the moment.
yeah,
And that's why I was so fucking mad.
for sure. No, I mean, who wouldn't? You know, it's your
Yeah.
sister, and the given the situation she's in and shit. But again, it's just like one of those. It's like
It's kind of hard to tell.
I have to kind of like put my foot on the gas pedal too and be like, I got to see his point of view, which I did afterwards, just to make me feel like not as bad about the situation. Make I see your point of view, and like you weren't really there. You're just acting from what you know in that moment, and so I can't really blame you because again, I mean, I would do the same shit if it was my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me. So I can't really blame you either, but it's hard not to feel a certain way whenever you're seeing it from your own point of view, which is like I'm seeing it from my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not 100% fair to you either. So,
No, but yeah,
but nonetheless, though, that I mean that's in the past, and so I mean I've learned to forgive you for it.
I appreciate
It'd be
that.
hard to forget that, but
Oh, yeah.
doesn't mean just because I don't forget it doesn't mean that I won't forgive you, and I don't hold grudges or anything like that. I
Yeah,
can be petty though, but my way of being petty is like kind of the whole like my pride and ego gets in the way. That's why we don't speak type shit.
yeah. And I
But
remember we spoke about this a long
yeah,
time ago, but
yeah,
it's
for
glad
sure.
to have some more clarity on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I always like to ask everyone that comes on my podcast, um,
Suck your dick.
uh, right now, turn this into X videos.
Browsers, what?
RedTube?
That's like actually my favorite website.
Really?
Yeah, go to right there.
No, mine's X videos. I'm not gonna lie.
Like it.
Nah, but I always like to ask everyone though, what's your favorite quote you've ever been given or that you ever learned?
One that's been sticking out a lot. I think it's pretty sure it's Kevin Gates. I wrote it not too long ago. It's I am who I am. I am, and I will. No, hold on. I am who I am, and who I'm not, I will never be.
I like that.
Yeah, Kevin Gates.
Yeah. Shout out Kevin Gates, bro.
He goes hard.
Yeah, definitely my top five. In my top five. Um,
You?
Mine, oh dude, I always say it, but it's definitely one that our pops told me a lot, and it was always take the positive out of any and every situation. Like once you can learn to, I won't say master because I don't like to say that I ever mastered anything, but once you learn to really practice and apply that a lot,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it goes a long way, and where you won't feel as negative in certain situations.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know Damon. I'd say he goes by that as well, or something similar. He's
Yeah,
always viewing the positive of everything.
for sure.
But yeah, I reference Damien a lot just because he's always throwing gems.
Yeah, no, he really is. He's definitely a very, very an amazing individual. Motherfucker is so such a good person, bro.
Oh yeah,
Such a good person with a big heart, and that's not the only big thing he has.
yeah. I know. I mean, I go to Whiskey River with him every now and then, but damn, he always be leaving me just alone. He'd be dancing. It's like fuck.
I know that fool pulls all the bitches.
I'm not
All the
gonna lie,
bitches.
for real.
Yeah.
He don't even know how to dance. He's still out there.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny to see him, huh? Not to
For
be a hoe. He's right here, by the way, for anyone watching. But he's fucking. Man, my nigga Damien. I fuck with you, cuz. Yeah. Alright, cuz.
Damn.
Nah, but what's it called, dude? I have a question.
I have an
So
answer.
I hope so. Whenever you see, let's just say, us three within the last few months doing, let's say, things together, do you ever feel some type of way about it?
Within these last couple months,
Like since you left and you've seen us all three like do certain things together, whether that's going out or just doing things as a group, us three.
I'd say in the beginning, yes, I felt some kind of way, but as time went on, I kind of dwindled a little. You know, I didn't really care as much
Yeah,
just because I just started forgetting about the whole situation.
for
So
sure.
I just slowly it became a whatever thing. And I mean now when I see y'all's posts, like, oh, well, good for them, you
Yeah,
know. But it's nothing like I'm sad about it anymore. Just like good for them.
for sure.
But in the beginning, to answer your question, in the beginning, yes, I did feel some type of way. Just like I would say almost jealous. Almost, I wouldn't say that's the word, but
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
sure.
I feel you. I feel you. Damn. I mean, it's crazy hearing all these things just because like I know people don't know, but it's just like we haven't spoken to in so many months, and we were so close. So it's like imagine having like for viewers watching, like imagine having one of like your closest best friends like I don't know where you guys just stop talking for months and then just sit down and have a conversation. Like
Mm.
it's kind of like damn, like hearing those things, it's like crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the things you thought are actually being said.
Yeah, for sure. Or the things that you assume are like
Hmm.
coming to fruition and shit. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
No,
it's
but yeah.
crazy.
I believe there's this one post. I forgot what it was. I want to say y'all did another escape room, right?
Yeah.
That one, I was like, oh damn, I should have been there.
Yeah,
And
because it used to be like a group thing type
and I used
shit.
to think about us like throwing the. Remember when we were throwing balls, screaming?
Yeah, and
That's
the
the
playground one.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
shit
that shit was dope.
that's what I thought. I was like, damn, that was a good moment.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Do you ever regret having moved out?
Moving out, no. Not saying anything, yes. Or like not clearing the elephant in the room before I left, yes.
Gotcha.
I feel like I needed to take a step back in
Yeah.
my life. In my point in life, I needed to take a step back.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's
I feel
up.
like things were moving really fast,
Gotcha.
and so
I can see that.
yeah. But yeah, I don't regret moving out. Just regret not saying anything.
Gotcha. Would you ever come back to move in? Let's just say if things were like on a pretty good level with, let's say, all four of us.
No, it
You
would.
wouldn't?
Nah, I would say it's like you said. It's tough living with all guys. You know, even Theo Modesto said something like that. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, y'all don't have any problems. Like, I know it's all good. Like, yeah, it was a little. I feel like we butt heads and bicker a lot when we were here.
I
I
can see that.
I felt like that at least.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's been a roller coaster with all the like just us three too. Like we've had our fair share of moments, but I will say it's been a lot better ever since Damien like moved out and then moved back in. I think a lot, in my opinion, a lot had changed. Like leading up to that, before him doing that, I will say there was more than usual like between all three of us like still like headbutting and shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But it was because we didn't have a clear understanding of one another. You know what I'm saying? Like we were all very comfortable with how shit had been,
Yeah.
and nothing got done about it. So it wasn't until Damien left, like I said earlier, that it wasn't until I started realizing things about myself too. Where it's like, damn, I need to be better in these things and change these things about myself. Like, and it took a lot. So I will say, ever since he's been back, like it's been a lot better in my opinion. I mean, there's still like disagreements, but I will say they're handled way better than what they used to be. So I appreciate, because it's never not going to be no disagreements or headbutts. I mean, that's with any and everyone that you hang out with on a daily, whether it's a friend, a significant other, or whoever. Like that's going to happen, but it's how you go about it. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
So I think the way we've been going about it ever since he's been back is a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah.
What was I gonna ask?
You said you had a question about some girl. We don't name drop, so you can ask me any question. You can kind of like give me ideas to let me know who it is,
uh,
or you can type it on your phone and show me.
fuck, I don't even know the name. It was whenever I was getting a haircut. You talked about her, but here, I'll give you.
What did I say
If
about
I
her?
say it, they might know.
That's fine. Not their name, but as long as you reference like what I was speaking about with her.
She's been on this podcast a couple times.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she your girlfriend?
No.
Oh.
No, she's just a really cool person. I've known her for years.
Mm.
Yeah, I've known her for years. She's a cool person. It's just it's interesting. I
Oh
will
yeah.
say like there's no feelings on my end towards her. I won't speak for her. I'll speak for myself. There's no feelings on my end towards her, but there's a level of interest, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm.
She's like me, as far as like she's real goofy, has the same type of humor. Like it's very like it's different humors, but one of them is like the sarcastic one. You know what I'm saying? So, and I love that because people sometimes like don't get when I'm being sarcastic, and they think that I'm being serious, but I'm really not. I'm just bullshitting. She kind of has that same type of humor. I
That's
find it
what's up.
hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I know you find a hard time trusting a woman like that to
Yeah,
like let into your life with
for sure.
your youngin and all.
Yeah. Nah,
So
she's cool as shit, bro. She's cool as shit. But who knows? I mean, it's not that I'm looking or anything, but if it happens, it happens.
oh yeah.
We'll see.
Another question I had was, I'm not sure if it was Chris who told me or someone told me about EB.
Hmm.
Something about selling it and buying it back.
So, we did get an offer. Someone was actually willing to buy the company.
Really?
It was legit. You're like, I think I want to say Phoenix knew the person,
Mm-hmm.
so legit. But I was bullshitting Chris. Never sold it. But we were thinking about it. Yes, that did cross our mind. But I think the number we had in our mind was gonna be way too high for that person,
Yeah.
because it's something that we all believe in so much that can really like be something huge one day.
Gotcha.
Come to the photo shoot Sunday. Come to the photo shoot on Sunday.
I would say yes, but I'm not gonna be here Sunday.
See, you fucking hate us. See, this episode, I'm gonna delete it. I knew
It was
you,
nice knowing you, bro.
I knew you hated us.
I don't talk to you for another 3 months. No, I'm playing. No, but for real, what time is it? Because I really won't be here on Sunday night.
It'll be at 5.
I'll be on my way to the airport by then.
You leave Sunday, like for good?
No, no, no. I'm going to Denver.
Oh, okay, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm going to Denver for 3 days.
Okay, so our Denver trip didn't bother you, right? That you're like, damn, I was just there last week, and now, damn, all these guys went together. Okay.
Yeah, no, I was actually looking at the photos like, damn, where's that hot tub at?
It's pretty good. It's called Colorado Springs. It's really fucking dope, bro.
It just sent it to me.
Yeah, it's dope. I
Yeah.
will say it's. I would recommend going at nighttime, preferably with a bitch, not three niggas.
Yeah, for real.
It was a little gay. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. They
We
probably
saw.
see each other's boners.
So
in there.
there's a couple. There's like couple couples there. Then there's one hot tub, but it was like guys and girls in there. And then there was us, three niggas in one hot tub.
All laughing at each other and giggling.
And one was beyond fucking stoned, and he didn't want to admit it.
Phoenix?
No.
Damien?
I won't say no names, but I'm staring right at them. He was so stoned. This nigga was so
I
high.
don't know how to cut hair anymore.
This nigga was so high. Like, he was like this, right? Texting and shit. Water's right here. So he's texting both hands. And at times, he wouldn't pay attention. He would put his phone down like this. And I'm like, damn, how did this nigga not fuck up his phone that night, bro?
Yeah.
Like, that nigga was like, he won't admit it. To him, he was chilling.
Was he as high as that one day at my garage?
Nah. Well,
Or I was just fucking geeking out?
maybe he was, but he controlled it better than that, though. He controlled it better than that.
Fucking Damien.
Dude, what would you say? Because we got a couple minutes left. Is there anything you feel like you want to say to me, like in the sense of like you feel like that you haven't cleared the air yet with, like that you feel like you gotta let me know, like, hey.
Well, to start off, I just want to say sorry for anything that I have done, even if I meant it in that moment,
Yeah.
or even just leaving without saying anything. I'd say sorry for that and for not taking a lot of the responsibility that I should have took. And I don't know. I just feel like if we want to get to where we want to be, like you said earlier, I'd have to put in a lot more effort and not put so much blame on yourself for things that I should control. I feel like y'all try to take responsibility for a lot of things that I should have taken for.
Gotcha.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, hopefully I'll be back on this podcast. It was nice.
Oh yeah. Anything like as far as in the sense like that I've ever done that you feel like, you haven't mentioned to me? Because, I've mentioned like a few, like let's say like you leaving and not saying thing obviously hurt my feelings. But I don't know if there's anything I've ever done that didn't sit well with you that I don't may not know of.
The only thing I can think of is this past holiday. I think it was Christmas. Y'all came in, and Damien's the only one that said hi to me. I was like, damn, like, man, when I come into y'all's house, I give you a head, like, at least like a hey, like, just out of respect.
Yeah.
But no, y'all literally said hey to everyone, even Chris right next to me, and I was like, damn, okay.
It's like if you weren't even there.
Yeah,
I feel you.
Yeah, I was like, damn, like, just the head would have been enough. But I was like,
I got
whatever.
you. Like even just the head nod
Yeah,
would have
just
been
the
nice.
head, I was like, cool. And after that, I was like, all right, whatever.
I can give you some afterwards. No, I'm playing. Nah, I do. Like all jokes aside, I will say like I apologize like as well, like myself. Like if there's anything, even that we didn't get to mention on this episode that you feel like I may have done towards you, and I may not know of, like I still apologize. Like I still see you like as much as you may or may not believe it. Like I still see you like a little brother. And like I said, if you ever need anything, like we're still here for you.
I appreciate
You know what I'm saying? And never feel scared to like reach out. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's just to talk, to vent, even if you want to feel like you need to get some air and you want to come to our house, like our doors are always still open for you.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
appreciate that.
yeah, don't ever feel any kind of way. Even though we've made you feel like that, I hope moving forward, you don't ever feel any kind of way like that.
I appreciate that.
No, for sure. And reason I brought you on here though, aside from wanting to, clear the elephant in the room, is it's a good learning lesson for anyone watching that. If you ever feel like you have a issue with someone and you genuinely love that person, what we're doing right now is some grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? As much as you, as much as me, like it's grown man shit to be able to sit here and, cross one another, look each other in the face, and be like, hey, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? That's like real grown men shit. That's some real shit right there to do. And not too many people can do that. They would have just gone on with their lives like as if nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And no words would have been spoken. But I appreciate you coming on though for
No,
sure.
yeah, I appreciate you having me.
And I love you.
Capellini, but I love you more.
I love you. I love you.
I love you more.
I love you.
This fool.